The airless corridor was blacked out, deathly dark, somehow alive though. Fear and anxiety's fragrance stimulated the nostrils of human urban animals, an odor undetected by those releasing it. Prey to predator, surviving in captivity. Survival is top priority. V06756 stood stripped, naked, numb, uncuffed yet chained, lawfully enslaved, ignorant, just like they programmed me to be. Ignorant as that first boatload, ignorant like the current bus being filled. Single file stomps awoke the brittle dirt. Cattle? Not exactly. Chattel, walking in circles blindly. Doom's curse blanketed plantation grounds like dense acid rain clouds, distorting visibility. Life taken, life forged, life sentenced. A layered labyrinth, a maze of mazes leveled 4 through 1, chambers and buildings and warehouses of humanoid deposits stored away, incarcerated energy, confined emotions bottled up and labeled, shaken repeatedly, stirred maliciously, agitated for no apparent reason. Tension lives like an infectious disease being solved with the herd immunity approach. Everybody get it. One move, dust kick, man down, gas bombs, block guns, live rounds, no warning shots fired. Dust settles as the helicopter lands on plantation grounds. Solitary confinement beats being mailed home to your family in a box any day. Survivors are escorted through trap doors and down tunnels and into the dungeon where sunlight ceases to exist, and every day it hails invisible tears. Lockup orders, paperwork establishes credentials, what you do, what you bout, who you is, political status, pawns in a chess game where even kings are pawns. Suppressing depression, repressing a collage of feelings, sworn to secrecy for life, barely living though. Silent screams of voiceless castaways, letters written in disappearing ink, reaching out to a vanishing world. Dear John letters in return to senders confirm that I'm on an island, stranded. Purgatory's interior design, apathetic plastic pillows and antisocial mattresses, unjust metal sheet pan bed frames, callous yet welcoming. Toilets connected to sinks, connected to a ventilation system. Eating, drinking, and breathing the same old shit. Bathing in it. Alarms blare. Heads pop up like prairie dogs across the valley. Mooing herds migrate to the trough. Remodeled vomit sloshed on trays and served to the hungry and less fortunate. Top ramen noodles, chili beans, and summer sausages mixed up in a garbage bag. The first time I seen a nigga eating a spread, I laughed. My first time tasting a spread, I realized that I'd be eating these for the rest of my life.
How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? One more time for him, man. That was some real powerful work right there. Real talk. For real, for real. And speaking about powerful work, I think some might be surprised to understand how powerful the work is done behind those walls, for real, for real. And I think that brings up an excellent time to talk about ACA 8. And that is something that can literally end slavery. I don't know if y'all knew this, but right now in 2024, right now, the 13th Amendment says slavery, that word, slavery and involuntary servitude is punishable by a crime. So literally slavery was never abolished. It was only modernized. And before I continue, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know who I am. I'm Maserati E. I'm from Oakland, California, and I will be y'all host today. It's about to go down. We got a lot of amazing talent that's going to be displayed today, but ultimately a lot of powerful work y'all going to be able to feel and experience from that experience of being quite literally a modern slave. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bless y'all with some music real quick. No lie. And this is really like a call to action, y'all. So serious. This really is like a call to action. It's a song called Break the Mold. And I feel like if we come together, we can literally change the world forever. And that's something that we all actually possess the power of doing. You feel what I'm saying? So I really hope that this moves you to action. And with that, we finna get into it. So far from perfect, yeah, yeah. No lie, yeah, yeah. I know I am so far from perfect, but I know I can speak for more than one person when I say I am so tired of hurting. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Yeah, we can break the mold, no lie. Yeah, we can break the mold. We can break the mold. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Mentally constipated, shit on my mind but can't come out. Surrounded by cats, some real, some fake. I observe and wait and make them out who's who. Really ain't got a clue, man. Think it do cool, man. Kicking it like Luke Kane till you see a few things. You see on two lanes like J. Cole, the 2 Chainz. Now it's time to change. You part of your crew, man. Don't do the big crew thing. That's the method, man. No Wu-Tang dudes too loose like shoes and no shoestrings. Try to lace them, but they burn like butane when you introduce flames to the equation. Try not to give up on my people and be patient. But the reality of the situation, large part of the population can't save them. Hopefully they see the truth. The reason that I care so much, cause I've been through so much trying to spare the young, from the things I've done and thinking dumb, and the scene of guns and drugs in the slums. To where you from, to where I'm from, it's all the same thing, just in different ways. It's all the same pain, just a different place. Same conclusion, just a different pace. So I'm trying to break the mold. I'm trying to take control of the mind of the masses. Won't stop till the deaf can hear me loud and clearly, and the blind see it happen. And that's deeper than rapping. I speak out of passion, no lie, please feel me. We all victims of that Willie Lynch letter, but if we come together, so much better we will be. I know I am so far from perfect, but I know I can speak for more than one person when I say I am so tired of hurting. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Oh, yeah, we can break the mold. No lie, yeah, we can break the mold. We can break the mold. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Product of my environment, at least that's what it's told. And you don't plan for retirement when you program the blowgrounds and sell dope. To the day that you're gone, bro, I swear so cold. When you gotta call home, a place where you grow, thinking hope was a joke. And everybody broke, thinking that's how it go for somebody like me. Just another young brother in the streets, where you gotta see the beauty in the beast, cause we can't eat, but we can't leave. But how can we stay free? When they lock us in prison, when we've been in prison to blacks, with no equal opportunity, go for jobs when protection will come from a Glock. When will it stop? Some will say never, but you never know till you make that endeavor, no lie. Ties to the lies must be severed, so I try to get a world of perception so fly that you fly away to a higher place when you was told you couldn't reach it. Open your eyes today, if you're alive today, we can break the mold into pieces all around the globe. We can break the mold, it's in our control. You gotta let go, it's frivolous, whoa. Do better to show the youth something better instead of robbing them for their innocence. And that's deeper than rapping. I speak out of passion, no lie, please fear me. We all victims of that Willie Lynch letter, but if we come together, so much better we will be. I know I am so far from perfect, but I know I can speak for more than one person when I say I am so tired of hurting. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Yeah, we can break the mold. No lie. Yeah, we can break the mold. We can break the mold. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, y'all. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Again, we got a lot more talent coming through. Be prepared to be blown away. Be prepared to feel something, damn it. Absolutely. Y'all finna feel this in your mind, feel this in your heart, feel this in your spirit. We finna vibe. And we all connected through this energy. It's real. But with that, we finna go ahead and introduce the next person that's finna come up on here and bless y'all with this talent, man. It's finna get real. And actually, this person is from out here too, from Antioch, one of Antioch's own. And this is a poem laureate. It's finna go down. We got a champion in the house. The one, the only, the person that got a flow just as good as his hair, no exaggeration. We got Cordon Concepts finna come to the stage right now. It's going down.
Nice. You know, he was like, you want me to say anything special? I was like, bro, just let him know I got good hair, bro. That's all, bro. Just let him know that. Just let him know that. I'm going to take a seat for this one real quick. So for this one, I'm going to bust out my phone real quick, okay? Because I haven't done this one in a while. But this one here is called Prison Prophet, and it was written in collaboration with some folks over at Google that were trying to look at some stuff about reimagining the criminal justice system. Well, I felt kind of inept to kind of write from, I never did no hard time like that. So I was like, what am I going to do with this? So I looked into a few things, right? And I'm an inquisitive person already. And one of the things that I had discovered, right, was the connections between private funders in prisons being owners in major music labels and companies, right? And how there's this vested interest in kind of disseminating certain attitudes and behavior, which then feed the system and feed the whole thing. And how that then combines with the immigration system. And I was really blown away, right? So this piece here, this first piece, is called Prison Prophet. Goes like this. From failing grades to felonies, suspensions to prison sentences, we have a school-to-prison pipeline that is not intended for our betterment. In our criminal justice system, punishment rules supreme. It used to be real public and physical, but now it's more discreet, behind gates and concrete. And under the guise of social safety, they formed a new modern-day slavery. Here's a bit of history. Vagrancy laws could make you a criminal almost instantly. Convict leasing rented inmates to industry. And criminals were cheaper than slaves because I guess the thinking was they gave up their freedom willingly. Coincidentally, crime rates went up during cotton season. But the real crime wasn't unemployment. It was being free and simply breathing. How dare you explore your newly found freedom? Freedom. That is what we stand for. Have you ever heard of the prison experiment at Stanford? You see, that's power. Now add profit. Even ICE cuts deals and turns asylum seekers into convicts. Because cash rules everything around me. And there are no human rights in their bottom line. Just empty beds that need filling. And if they could, they'd fill them 2 at a time. I heard they're giving out vasectomies too. Talk about crossing the line. Immigration detention centers, private prisons, state and federal too. This whole system needs a restructuring at the very minimum, dude. Because 95% of inmates will one day be released, institutionalized, drama-ridden, and to the same old streets. Followed by that infamous question: have you been convicted of a felony? If yes, it's a no call back almost guaranteed. Trapped even if you're free. A man once said, in my country we go to prison first, and then we become president. We know that fella by the name of Nelson Mandela. He did 27 years in prison. That's quite an endeavor. And through it all, it appears he didn't get bitter, but better. In Florida, however, he'd have to pay before he could vote. Let me cut to the chase. How do you fix a system that isn't broke? Working as it should be. Funded on control and cruelty. Driven by dividends and protected by policies. Fueled by failing grades. And suspensions turn into prison sentences. This school to prison pipeline is not intended for our betterment. It's all connected. Prison and profit. Thank you. All right, so I got one more for you real quick. They asked me to do two, so I'm gonna give you two. This one is in the same front, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's part of the same tree, but like a different root, you know what I'm saying? Still in the same, still a little something similar. For those that aren't aware, many folks ended up, doing time here from the city of Antioch for many reasons. Some of those because the police department, as some of you may have heard, was one, making shit up and purposely going after folks to try to entrap them and doing certain things like that, right? If you didn't know, there's a whole document on, you could read the text messages going back and forth, and it was quite disgusting. So this poem here kind of touches on that, right? That's what I'm saying. It's kind of similar, but not the same, right? You follow me. If you also didn't know, they are having a rally, right, later on today, and so this is an active thing, right? It's constantly evolving, constantly moving. This poem is called No Justice, No Peace. It goes like this. Hands up, don't shoot. They steal lives in plain view and try to discredit a whole movement when people loot. I ain't with it, dude. You see, me and you were never meant to resist. Manifest destiny. Some people really believed in that shit. That's why I raised my arm and clenched my fist, because without resistance, America couldn't even exist. Without the oppression either. Shit. I think America hates itself. It might need a therapist. Definitely a better president. It shows up with guns for haircuts, but now when police are killing kids, murdering men and women in their own crib, identifying a man by a name that is not his, next thing you know, the bullets hit, and he becomes another body on the police murder bulletin. And no, it don't matter what hood you're in. The biggest gang got PD at the end of it. They want witness compliance, but witness civilians dying and don't put an end to it. And then we dress them up for war. What do you think is going to happen when we send them in? So no, we don't want police chiefs' hugs. We don't want police chiefs' performative gestures of love. We want police chiefs to put away them thugs that hide behind badges and guns. Enough is enough. They kill us if we stay in place. They kill us if we run away. They kill us if we raise our hands. They kill us if we lower them. They kill us while we're on our backs. They kill us while we're on our bellies. They kill us while we're on our knees. They kill us to the first degree. And I don't care if a jury agrees. They knew they could get away with murder the day they joined the academy. And now they know they're in trouble. That's why they called in the cavalry. They're trying to crush our spirits like they tried to crush the natives when the settlers started settling colonies. But I won't stop until I can't breathe. So no justice, no peace. Now I have the honor and privilege to introduce someone who you already heard from. And I'm sure when you heard him, you thought those words were powerful, because they are. And he is a man that is filled with experience and powerful poetry. If you wanted to know who he was, you could be like, that's him. That's him right there. That's him. Why? Because that's what his poetry name is. Him. But if I'm not mistaken, spelled like him. Like a hymn. You know what I'm saying? Like him, but like a hymn. You feel me? His name is Ray Ellis. He is a poet. He is a man with tremendous experience, and I have the honor and privilege to bring him onto the stage now. Clap it up for him, y'all.
This poem is called Public Service Announcement. Conversations about straightening a nation that's built on crooked foundation. I volunteer my left ear to listen while the right ear's in prison on a collect call hearing about my brother board decision. He been gone since 96 and got denied for 3 more years, but got the greatest attitude. He told me we gonna build a bridge to help the people get from trauma to a healthy way to live, because the life we live ain't living. Conversations about our government designing prison systems off a Norwegian model where they treat inmates like they human. Shit, that's hella hard to fathom, because out here it's a different blueprint. In the U.S. Constitution, it say inmates is they slaves, so how can prison systems change when all the underpinning bylaws give them rights to act this way? They piggybacking off each other. Conversations have a way of falling flat because generations of our past have heard the same, and who like smoke blown up their ass? I'm saying, pause the conversations and press play on demonstrating, because while y'all deliberating, people stuck in purgatory. Day by day, it's inhumane, subjecting humans to dehumanizing ways inside of cages, while this multi-billion-dollar corporation is sustained by draining essence out communities, from school to prison pipelines where they groom our youth to normalize themselves as being problems, institutionalizing kids. So with my good ears zeroed in, I do appreciate these conversations, but can't show excitement till these concepts manifest for real. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. How y'all feeling so far? How y'all feeling so far? That's right, that's right, that's right. Well, you are in for a treat. It don't stop here. It's only going to continue to get better and better. Y'all definitely are in for a treat. Right now, we got somebody so dope finna come up. Real beautiful person. Get ready for these beautiful words from the one and only Junie Speaks, coming up to the stage right now, ready to bless y'all.
Hello, hello. How's everybody feeling tonight or this evening, afternoon, whatever? All right, I go by Junie Speaks, and this poem is called First Day in Dublin. It's 12:00 p.m., March 4th, 2022, my surrender date. I walk on the premises of Satellite Camp Prison, Dublin, California, parting ways from the old me, entering what's going to shape future me. I let the guard know I have arrived. He gets on his walkie-talkie to let another guard know a voluntary surrender is here with friend. Voice on the other end says, friend has to leave. I turn towards her, lean in, gave her a hug and say, see you later, best friend. Call my mama. I hand her my AirPods and phone too, because the feds are not responsible if my shit gets stolen. Now ain't that a bitch? How in the hell am I supposed to get a hold of someone on my release date? Now I've been waiting over 2 hours for them to process everything, or maybe it was shift change, I don't know. I have fallen asleep while sitting in a chair until this rude-ass officer wakes me up, snapping her fingers at me. Someone is talking to you, bitch. A woman walks up to me and instructs for me to follow her. We walk into another building, into this room. I have 2 minutes to get undressed, turn around, spread my cheeks, and cough so they can see if any drugs come out. I am in the federales now. As I'm changing into their uniform, she watches my every move, asks a few questions, and introduces me to my case manager too. I am in what they call a shoe. I got to quarantine for the next 10 to 14 days. Can you imagine being alone for that long with little to no action from people other than the guards, wondering how your people may feel because they haven't heard from you in so long? Can you imagine my mental state, praying for an earlier release date? Let's not forget the lack of water intake. The camp serves you 3 meals a day with nothing to quench your thirst. Instead, they hand you a cup so you can fill it up from the sink. I have to live this quarantine life for the next 9 to 13 days. I am an institutionalized slave. Then I remember the smartest leaders were incarcerated. Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Malcolm X, and Tupac. The legendary America's most wanted, gamed up activists, authors, and poets. They stood for everything they believed in, even if that meant risking their freedom. A whole community stood behind them, whether they were right, wrong, or indifferent. Similar to my tribe, my fellow poets, from Frisco to Oakland to Richmond, and last but not least, my hometown, Vallejo, they've been writing with me since they knew I caught a case. I appreciate those who didn't ask what took place. Now, I've always lived a double life. I could never do no whole shit because it wouldn't sit right in my spirit. I've always done G shit, street shit, get money quick shit. I do not regret how I got here. However, I ain't admitting this shit neither. I take full accountability of my alleged role. I do not like authority. To follow a set of rules, watch my mouth, because baby got an attitude. Alone with my thoughts in this confined space, reminding myself mind over matter so I don't hyperventilate. I already feel like the walls are caving in and it's only day one. The next 77 days, this is my reality. I have to get used to them calling me by a name I was given at birth that I do not acknowledge nor want to be associated with. Hoping these 2.5 months fly the fuck by. My first name is now replaced by my last name. I am no longer Junica. In the feds, I am Robinson 30459-509. Poem. Thank you. Thank you. This next poem is called Butterfly. The butterfly is instantly recognized by her beauty, an abstract work of art, colorful, vibrant. You mostly see her during spring, summer, rarely to be seen in the other seasons of where she dwells in rest day, tapped in, tuned in with nature is where she's at best. A few will look beyond her surface and look within her hidden depths. There's more to this butterfly than her beauty. There's beauty in where she's came from. There's beauty with how she graciously flows through life. There's beauty despite her past. She doesn't look like what she's been through. The butterfly can hold her own, knows what it's like to grow through life alone. Each stage of her life cycles look completely different, serve different purposes for who she needs to be. So now the butterfly is vigilant. Will never forget where she came from, morphed her into the butterfly you see today. The butterfly continues to show up until she rises. Her evolution, elevation will be televised. You never see butterflies run in packs. Although well known, the popular loner had experienced many deaths and rebirths. Her past outgrown her. The butterfly represents transformation, awakening, freedom, divine wisdom, spirit messengers. Show nothing but honor and respect when you see her. Poem. Thank you.
Gotta give it up for Mac Dre for sure. And also definitely for Junie Speaks. She just went crazy. Talk about some power. My goodness. My goodness. When it comes to, again, this experience of enduring modern slavery, y'all, I'm telling you, it's a crazy experience. But fortunately for at least the people I was around, for the most part, we were able to endure that and overcome it. I'm a firm believer that the prison system wasn't designed to rehabilitate. In my opinion, it was only designed to exacerbate your lifestyle criminality and further induce your traumas and all those type of things. It's very oppressive, very dehumanizing. And it takes a very strong-willed and strong-minded individual to be able to overcome those things and come out a better person. So I definitely want to give salutes to everybody that was able to do that. There's a lot of people in here I see right now that I was able to do that. So big shout-outs for sure. And with that, we're going to go ahead and keep this thing lit. We're going to keep this thing lit for sure. So like I told y'all earlier, my name is Maserati E. I'm from Oakland, California. And if you haven't guessed by now, one of the reasons why ending slavery is so important to me, because again, I had to actually endure that. Unfortunately, at the age of 17, during the commission of a robbery, I shot a man. But fortunately for the both of us, that man lived. And ultimately, I was sentenced to 10 years with 2 strikes in prison. And it was a lot of things during my journey of incarceration that I was fortunate enough to learn. I learned about myself, learned about the ways of the world, if we will. But ultimately, one of the biggest takeaways, I learned how powerful people can be, how powerful each and every one of us in here can be. Understand that each and every person in here, y'all have power. We are definitely powerful, and we can step into a role of authority to create a better tomorrow. ACA 8 is a prime example of that. Understand that your voice matters and your vote does count when you use it. So I want to encourage everybody to please do that, for real, as somebody that actually lived that experience and seen some of the things that we could overcome from inside those walls. I seen people get laws changed and get out. So when people feel like your vote don't count, when you feel like your voice don't matter, understand if it mattered to you, then you can make it matter to everybody else. And we could come together and really change the world forever. For real. No lie. But with that, we're going to go ahead and get back to this music. I hope y'all feel me. Oh, there we go. We're going to have to make that work. Make some noise if you can hear that. Thank you. And I just want to change the world forever. No lie, I want to bring the world together. Yeah. And I admit I'm kind of selfish because I want to be the reason. Not for the recognition, I recognize what we need. And I don't want to fall, trying to spring change like the seasons. Consequences disrupting the system, but I ain't retreating. Optimistic, thinking it's a fight worth leading. I bleed the blood of a leader, I die for what I believe in. I'm just saying it's real. And I encourage you to do more than just say what you feel. Let's take a stand as a man, not former slaves in the field. And let's build each other up instead of stuck in just destroying everything that we build. Why people gotta get killed before we recognize their greatness? Why we gotta get locked in cages to start exercising patience? No lie, let's start making changes. Let's start making rearrangements to our list of priorities, because majority on different pages. I just want to change the world forever. No lie, I want to bring the world together. Yeah. But everybody want to live fast and die young. But fast money gone just as fast that it come. If we could get on the same page, yeah, we could really create changes. Can we get on the same page? Yeah. Can we get on the same page? No lie, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm unplugged and settled in the matrix. Watch a lack of understanding create fear and develop hatred. We all at different stages, different mental spaces. One thing that make us the same is we all human. Embrace it. I was laced up by some sages. One told me the goal is to lead this world the way we came in and be just like a baby. Cause all a baby know is love until it's taught to hate. And it don't matter about your class, your gender, or your race. The energy you emanate could be the difference between you getting lemons or lemonade. Either way, when you get a taste of the ways of the universe, mistakes get brought to flight to rectify and recognize all the ways that you can learn. Sometimes the process hurts, but we gotta process pain. Cause hurt people think it's time for change. We need to heal from trauma, we need restoration. Money can't solve all our problems, but fulfill them reparations. If we ain't on different pages, that'd be like a breath of fresh air, respiration. No lie, yeah. Please feel me, oh. And I just wanna change the world forever. No lie, I wanna bring the world together, yeah. But everybody wanna live fast and die young. But fast money gone just as fast that it come. If we could get on the same page, yeah, we could really create changes. Can we get on the same page, yeah? Can we get on the same page? No lie, yeah. Can we get on the same page? Hola.